Jess Phillips has once again reiterated her stance on Scottish independence following comments from Labour leader hopeful Clive Lewis. The party's stance on the topic has been unclear, with Jeremy Corbyn seemingly backing a second indyref while Scottish Labour opposed. Clive Lewis, who represents Norwich South and is standing for Labour leader, commented in our sister paper The National that it is not for him as an English MP to dictate to Scotland what form its government should take. However, Jess Phillips, who is also standing, has ruled out any potential independence referendum, stating that there are no circumstances where I think it would be better for Scotland to leave the UK. Taking to social media, she hit back at the article from Lewis, stating, "I care as much about kids in Glasgow as I do my own kids in Birmingham. We should be talking about things that actually matter to them, the SNP's education crisis and rising waiting times. I care as much about kids in Glasgow as I do my own kids in Birmingham. We should be talking about things that actually matter to them, the SNP's education crisis and rising waiting times." https://t.go/qkpi. In the piece, Lewis wrote, "It is little surprise that many Scots see themselves not as partners in a union of equal nations, but as a country shackled instead to a dysfunctional political system that is costing them dearly. Given the option to exit the UK, it is little wonder that so many now support independence, and, given the prospect of at least 5 years of Tory rule imposing a Brexit that Scotland did not vote for, the question of independence and a second referendum is unavoidable." He added, in the words of the 1989 Scottish Constitutional Convention, supported by Labour MPs, "I believe in the sovereign right of the Scottish people to determine the form of government best suited to their needs. It is not for me, as an English MP for an English constituency, to dictate to Scotland what that form of government should be, and there should be no question of Labour opposing a second independence referendum if there is a mandate to hold one." The Labour MP added, "It remains my conviction, nonetheless, that radical federalism, with the maximum possible autonomy for Scotland, would provide the best solution for all the constituent nations of the United Kingdom. There are no circumstances where I think it would be better for Scotland to leave the UK. Two halves. This is because my politics is driven by a belief in building alliances and, whether in the UK or in Europe, I believe we are stronger when we work together. But I want to be part of a union where everyone feels heard and their needs are accounted for. We have to be honest and admit that this simply isn't the case at the moment." Speaking on the BBC's Good Morning Scotland programme. For more on this story, visit the news article link.